G'day guys, welcome back. Yesterday I went to the pet store and I wanted to get some brine shrimp and they didn't have any. Apparently they said something about their supplier. There's a problem there, so I end up getting bloodworms for my peacocks. But I've got a little bag that I got from Patrick when I went down to and see him. He gave me some brine shrimp eggs, so I'm gonna make some livestock. I've got 2 Coke bottles and I'm gonna make them and I'll show you how I do it. So yeah, and I've got to go out see a friend of mine. He's got 2 bristle nose that he wants me to breed. So that cave that I gave him, he's got some other bristle nose, but I'm going to make another one today and see if I can have a go. Okay, so yeah, so today I just did a bit of a water change and cleaned up the whole tank. As you can see behind me, I separated a couple of females that I had in the other tank. They were little and I knew they were females, so I put them in the big tank so they can actually spread out. So yeah, hopefully in a couple of days they'll get a bit bigger. So I think I put about 15, 16 of them, so which is pretty good. So yeah, let's get started with this.
Can I get a hello?
Alright, what I did was I got 2 Coke bottles. Okay, that's what first thing you need. You need an airline hose and you need a pump, and also you need a light. Okay, so they get attracted by the light, and also you need salt. That's the main thing, because they live on salt, so you need salt to get it going. But what I'm going to do with the first one is I'm going to cut down the bottom. Okay, so actually it'll be like a little stand, and this bottle I'm actually going to cut just all the way up the top, so I'm not going to cut all the way down the bottom. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'll drop the phone and I'll show you how I cut it so you get an idea. Okay, so I've got the 2 bottles. I cut it with these nice sharp razors. Okay, so what I did was, like I said to you before, I cut the bottom bit. Okay, so this part, you don't need it. You can have it if you need it for something else. So now I've got a stand that it stays on. Now I've cut down the bottom. Okay, so when you lift it up, and what you're going to do is you're going to put it upside down. Okay, so you've got an actual draining system. So once you put your water there and you put your brine shrimp eggs, it will stay there. Then I'm going to show you now how to connect the hose and an outlet for it. Okay, now I'm going to use the bottle cap lid and I'm going to do a little hole right there, and then I'm going to do another hole right down there. So I'm going to put the airline going through that, and it's going to go in here and then up the top. Okay, so I use a soldering iron to do the little holes. It works a lot better and quicker and safe. Okay, so I'll show you how I do it. Just wait until the temperature goes up, and I'll just do a little hole. It's a bit hard to do with one hand. Okay, now you get the hole. Okay, so you get the idea. And this next one is you need a hole right there. So I'll do that now. It's very hard to do with one hand, but I'll show you how I've done it. So I'll put the cap back in, and I'll put the airline tube there. So I don't know if you can actually see it, but it's only coming out a little bit. I'll zoom in, but it's only coming halfway. So, and that hole that I told you to do down the bottom, that's what you want. And I'm going to put a valve on it, and the air will go in here, and I'll show you what the next step is. So that's where the water's going to go. So you got like a little stand, guys. So it's no biggie. You got a little stand, and it actually won't tip over. I got my air pump. Put a little valve so I can actually switch it off. And now I'm going to add some water. Okay, I just got it all set up. So I've got the air pump, I've got a little valve, and what I've done, guys, I had to do it yesterday. Inside the cap I put glue around it, okay, because the airline's going through the cap. So if you don't put glue, the water's going to come out. Okay, so and I put silicone around here as well, so I had to let it dry a bit. So now we're just going to fill up some water, get some salt, some club soda, and yeah, and then we'll just add the brine shrimp eggs, and yeah, and I'll probably end up putting a light on it, and that's it. That's just basically it, and I'll show you now. And that's it. So they're all there bubbling, and then I'll put a light pretty soon and wait 24 hours. And that's it, guys. Okay, so once you got that, I just put the lid that I cut down, I just put it in there. So I'm going to use one of these heat lamps. You don't have to use a heat lamp, you can use normal globe light, but I don't have one laying around, but I'm going to use that. So I left the door open in the shed, so there's plenty of sun, so it's getting a bit light, and maybe once it gets dark I'll start putting the light on. But yeah, so it's pretty easy. So just remember just to put silicone around that hole, or silicone around there, or glue. And then once they're ready, I'll take the airline out, shut the valve, and then I can pour it in straight on the mechanism. So yeah, so just got to wait 24 hours, and that's it. And they're all done. And then I can feed my little fries, and I can actually feed them. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy this. Like I said, it's not really hard to do, and yeah, it's amazing what you can do with Coke bottles. So you can actually do anything with it. So I got my cup of coffee or tea. Can't drink coffee anymore, but yeah, all good. So I hope you enjoy this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and give me the good thumbs up, and stay tuned and watch some more. I've got some more videos coming up. I'm gonna go today and bring out those bristlenose, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Hooroo, guys, see you next time. Bye.